A healthy life starts with great sleep. Wake refreshed with Avocado's GOTS-certified organic green mattress, delivering breathable, back-loving support, natural materials from Avocado's own sustainable wool and latex farms, easy financing, a 1-year sleep trial, and deep, restorative slumbers. Organic sleep awaits at avocadomattress.com.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This case file, the theorists stroke big metal balls and break it down with some whistleblowers. March 2nd, a mysterious object of supposed extraterrestrial origin is reported by eyewitnesses to be soaring through the air in a manner not typical of any earthly aircraft. Shortly after its impressive aerial display, which was caught on video, the object was quickly recovered by nearby onlookers. One man who touched the object was reported to have fallen ill after coming into physical contact with the metal sphere. The metallic orb was given to the care of local medical professionals to try and make sense of the object and the mysterious symbols and writings upon its surface. Late 2024. A U.S. congressional report is leaked concerning a whistleblower report alleging the existence of a clandestine UAP recovery program that has been managed by the executive branch of the U.S. government. The whistleblower remained anonymous until months later, where they came forward at the urging of UAP documentarian Jeremy Corbell and investigative journalist George Knapp. All this and more with alien theorists theorizing.
Welcome to Alien Theorists Theorizing, case file 357. Can you enter a Magnum fucking gun going off? I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan. And I'm Andrew.
What was in the box?
All right. So last case
What is
file,
in
we
the
started
fucking
talking about
box?
what's in the box, and then we got on major tangents. We said nothing about who Hal Putoff was, and then we ended the episode.
That doesn't sound like us. I thought that you guys talked about him for like 5 minutes or something.
Something like that.
We gave him his just
I had a
desserts.
list to talk about. We did a few points, and then we just went on a massive tangent and never
I don't
came back
remember
to
what
it.
we talked about.
Doesn't matter.
To be honest with you.
So inside
Dude,
the box, do you remember what you guessed?
No.
Braden guessed like a ribbon or something?
Yeah, third place participation ribbon, blue with gold tassels.
Right. Andrew, do you remember what you guessed?
I don't even remember what we talked about.
VHS. I think he said I don't remember.
I think it is
No, a CD. A CD of something. Of
Jan
fucking
Arden CD.
Jan Arden CD.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this was the box. This was an Electro Voice mic case. And inside the box was none other than a dildo. I mean, a USB 4-channel splitter.
Oh, stupid, lame.
Oh, I would never have guessed that ever.
Well, you obviously weren't remote viewing then.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Hey, fair enough.
It wasn't guessing.
enough.
It was remote viewing. You're supposed to look inside the box from wherever you are in the world. But anyways, you guys failed miserably. You are not candidates for the CIA.
You're no Inga.
That's not true. Everybody, according to old Hallie Boy, has the potential to be able to do it.
Potential's there. And you guys,
We're just not flexing those muscles.
you know,
We're
he said
missing the
almost
mind-muscle
everyone.
connection.
And not you. Specifically.
called Yuri Geller.
Not me.
Both of you. Definitely not.
No, this thin's pretty veil, or the veil's pretty thin with this guy.
Yeah. He's thin as my
got
hairline.
feelings. He's got fucking Peter Tingle. You know.
I got to tell you guys about. So I was solo today for a little bit. First off, no sleep, dude.
So,
twins
to the Braden story of the week. It's a new segment.
Yeah.
Start every show with Braden's
sleep.
Twins.
story of the week.
Twins. They're like, sleep? No. Well, they sleep, just alternate sleep. So one sleeps and then one gets up and just grunts.
Shift work.
Yeah, it's brutal. So then for like 2 hours today, I was solo dad with all three, and it was perfect. There's no issues. It was great. I was like, I'm killing this. There's no problem. And then it was time for the twins feed first twin. Like, all good. Get him a burp, get him a change, lay him down. I'm like, all right, start feeding August. And August is like halfway done his bottle. So he's in my lap. Everett all of a sudden starts puking, and he's like, pukes like straight up. So he's like on him, and he's like, so I'm like, oh no. So I'm like reaching over, grab him, like put him on my shoulder, burping him now, one arm. I've still got the bottle in August. Then Roman comes and climbs into the bassinet that's beside my chair. So he's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, because now I can't put them anywhere, so I'm stuck in this chair. Roman starts pulling his diaper off. Lo and behold, poopy diaper.
Nice.
So now I got a kid with no diaper, poopy hand, two twins, and I'm just like, no, don't touch. Like, I can't put him down anywhere.
Crying.
Dude, yeah. I was like, I quit.
There's a moment where all four Renner boys cried.
Yeah, oh yeah, all of us.
There'll be many, many more.
Yeah.
And I taught my biggest problem was as I taught Roman when he has dirty hands to come and wipe them on my pants, like when we're outside.
What?
Because he gets
That's a
dirt.
great idea.
He gets
That's
dirt on his
awesome.
hands, and he's like, and I'm like, hey, wipe it on my pants, right? I try to show him to wipe it on his pants, but he took the lesson as wipe it on my pants. So that's what he does whenever he's got
Dad's just
dirty
a
hands.
fucking big old dish towel. That's perfect.
So then he's got poop on his hands. He's looking, and I just know what he's like. Well, I gotta wipe my hand on you. So, oh, dude, it was just the worst. Trying to like hold two twins.
You're lucky you didn't give fucking
their loose necks.
Dude, you're lucky you didn't give fucking August and Everett a fucking shitty fist noogie.
Oh, dude, they're all gonna have pink eye. Whole house is gonna have pink eye tomorrow.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's not fun, dude. Don't have twins. It's insane amount of work. It's
I don't
wild.
even know why. Like I told you when you wanted to have a second one, we're like, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
You didn't listen, and you had three.
You doubled up on that second one there.
Oh.
Yeah. The doctor's like, are you done having kids? I'm like, yeah. Are you fucked? Yeah, of course. You didn't even have to ask that question.
Well, you're not.
While they were
you're
in
not
there, did
technically
they
done.
fucking?
You still possess
did they
the
do
capability.
the old fucking? When Jamie had her C-section, did they tie the tubes while they were in
good
there?
point.
No.
Because it's
No.
super invasive. It's super invasive surgery. So if you're in there, you might as well do it.
Yeah,
Well,
and
no,
you
because it
didn't?
was an emergency situation. So I don't think they had consent.
Yeah, well,
to
you
do
should have
anything
popped.
else.
You should have popped.
I should pop my
Hey,
head back
doc,
in.
I'm looking
Hey!
to bury. I'm looking to bury a few after this. Consequence free. Can we?
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Looking to make that 6-week checkup one to remember.
Well, it looks like you're next in line for the old vasectomy.
Yeah,
yeah.
buddy. Welcome
You
to
know
the
what's
team.
crazy?
Team Duds.
Did you guys, was yours guys' vasectomies covered
Yeah.
by MSP?
100%.
100%.
Did you guys both had yours this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't get in anywhere for a year. They're like, it's a year waiting list. I'm like, that's crazy. There's no way.
It's crazy too because I talked to a guy this morning at work that's going for his, and it's costing him $200.
What
the fuck?
So same
Yeah.
with mine. They're like, MSP doesn't cover it anymore.
And he's going to
no
fucking.
scalpel.
He's going to Dr. Death too.
Oh, don't go to Dr. Death.
Dr. fucking One Star himself.
He is going to mutilate that poor man.
I told him, I warned him, and I'm like, just do yourself a favor. I'm not telling you how to live your life. Go look at the reviews. I see him, and he's like, yeah, man, like I went through the review. Great guy, beauty, huge beauty. Went through the reviews, and I think I'm just gonna stay with it because I just, guy wants to fucking bury him. I get it, but this isn't the way to do it. It's not the way to
Not
do
when
it.
there's another guy in town.
No, God, no, dude, Jackalist, this
Jackalist
guy.
ruled.
You should come out for a little trip. Get it done while you're here.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about calling ahead and being like, as soon as I get the minivan, I'm in the hunt for minivans, boys. Minivan shopping. I think I'm going to go with the Honda Odyssey. It's just got the best all around functionality.
Oh, dude, you got to go with
Make
the
sure you get
Toyota.
that shitty champagne color.
If you don't get the Toyota, you're doing it wrong.
You definitely should come to this guy though, because then this guy's touched all three of our dinks. That'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'll tell him. I'll be like, hey, just so you know, you've touched my whole inner circle. Everyone's peepees.
Yeah.
Just
every single one of us.
Little flap around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one guy left.
We're grabbing a pinch, punch, grab, pinch, punch, both sides.
But yeah, it's so do you guys? Well, first off, everyone's been fucking going wild with Trump's announcement that with our new prime minister,
earth-shattering, groundbreaking fucking news.
yeah,
between the
it's
United
coming,
States and
and
America.
it's not trade news, and it's earth-shattering. And I'm like, oh my god, boys, it's finally here. Disclosure.
Disclosure, baby.
Yeah, right. Fucking.
I don't know why you would do that
Aliens is
with
there.
Canada. Like, do we have? That would mean that we have like a joint UFO. Like we're connected at the hip in the world of like keeping
This whole
UFOs hidden.
He's just going to announce that they've resurrected the Abra Arrow.
Could you
That's all it
imagine?
is.
No, you know what it was? That was Canada's last ploy to get rid of these tariffs. Carney's like, listen, if you don't drop these tariffs, I'm going to tell everyone about our joint UFO task force. And Trump's like, oh, fuck you.
I'm going to tell them first.
I didn't tell him first on Truth Social.
You think fucking Mark Corney is making any fucking threats at all when he's there?
No,
Oh, dude,
he bent over and presented is what he did.
Dude,
no.
absolutely.
Or what he's going to do
And-
tomorrow, wherever the fuck he was.
Yeah.
Me and Andrew were talking.
The relationship between Canada and America is dead. It'll never
the
be
next
the same.
day. We're the best friends.
Yeah,
we
we're
hope
best
you can get
friends.
back.
Love 'em, yeah.
Dan, there was a slogan up here. It was called "Elbows Up," and everyone thought it was like, give the states the elbow, get dirty. When really it was just the fucking screaming eagle. Like
elbows
whatever
up,
we
buddy.
can do.
Yeah.
No, I read the Trump news as I thought it was like a Medicare announcement or something. Like
No. That was separate. That was something else. He's still
Why would that have to do with
announcing
Canada, Medicare?
He's still announcing something with Mark Carney that's earth shattering.
The fucking Karn artist.
the Karn artist. Carney sold
Fucking
us out.
Karn artist.
He's selling us to the
He
States,
did.
just like that. That's what it's going to be. Just
Could
quick.
you imagine? It just comes out. He's like, turns out we are the 51st state now.
Dude,
Like, that's
it turns out through all that, like everyone was hating on Trump and Elon Musk, but it turns out like Brookfield Asset Management funded the Twitter buy and funded a bunch of other stuff. They're all connected. It's all one big team.
Yeah.
So people got
I mean,
we got a little confused up here in the north.
Here, like, I'll be honest with you though. Like, now that you've been able to see the way he's fucking just conned everybody, and I'm like, maybe he's the right guy for the job. Maybe he's the shady motherfucker we need.
And maybe we know
Right?
if we're gonna fight a con man, we need a con man. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm giving him more credit. I thought he was going to be some like wild climate change zealot. No, he's just a fucking rich old bastard trying to make money.
I mean, let's give him a month or two. We'll make some judgments. He hasn't done anything yet. Hasn't even
Yeah,
announced.
that's true.
his
No, that's not
government
true.
yet.
He fucking gave the CBC like fucking $700 billion.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that was already coming to them. He just continued it on.
Oh, someone in the chat said the earth-shattering deal is going to be a North American Union. Do you remember the Zeitgeist film? Used to talk about that coming in. That was like the first step of the New World Order.
Give me a rundown of a North American Union.
It's like the European.
Basically, like, so it's like open borders between us. Like we can go and work. We could go work there. They can work here. What American's gonna come here work for fucking $3
Monopoly
less?
money. Fuck that.
No, it would be a North American currency. It'd be like a North American dollar.
Oh, that'd be dope. Does my wage stay the same? If my wage stays the same, I'm on board.
Definitely not. No, there's no way. We got to take a cut. There's going to be a hit somewhere.
Ooh, if there's any concessions made, it's going to be by Canada.
For sure.
Yeah, like without a doubt.
we just turned into northern Mexico now. We're just fucking we're all making little clay fucking cigarette holders,
Selling souvenirs.
selling souvenirs now. We're just full factory country now.
We're Canada.
No, that would be an awesome thing if you could do it. Is an all-inclusive ski resort on the lifts, everything. There's people carrying drinks up on the ski hill, skiing down, throwing out beers. It'd be a great fucking time.
That would be a good time. But we
Same.
wouldn't be able to afford to go.
No, we'd be the
for
people
the rich Americans
We'd be
to come
people
here and
throwing
fucking
beers
go.
at the Americans as they came up here and exploited all our resources in our country. There's no way a North American Union starts like that out of nowhere with no vote in Canada. That'd be insane.
Just a straight,
Like,
the earth-shattering.
I don't have a government that I
Truth
actually
Social.
can control completely, but I'm just going to make the decision. And we're part of the North American Union.
Well, I don't put in it like literally every day you find of, them overturning a new fucking riding for the Liberals, just slowly waiting to be like, oh, just so you know, it's a majority government, even though, we've rendered fucking 800 votes in this one place. They're null and void. They don't count. So now it's a liberal fucking.
Dude, it's when the election happened, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm trying to get out of it. And now they're flipping ridings that were close. They recount and they're like, oh, these spoiled ballots now count. And now this is changed. So they only need 2 more. They got 2. They're going to get 2 more somehow. That's what it seems like.
It's only a matter of time.
And then maybe that's the North American Union. Boom, right there.
Isn't that shady as fuck though? Like how long has
the election was
the
weeks
election
ago.
been over? That's what I mean. And then every day you're learning, oh yeah, they got another one. Like what?
And this like a side note in the news. It's just like, oh, by the way, got another seat in government. No.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
It's crazy.
Bananas.
In some alien news, I thought was funny. Our boy Lou Elizondo. First off, I didn't know that he was, he helped. He was part of the group that went to the Lonely Mountain and defeated smog. Guy's comically short. It's insane. I've never seen a full body picture of him with him standing with anyone else.
It's like 5'5".
And like there's like a picture on Twitter. Dude, he's like 4'3". It's insane. I was like,
he's an actual dwarf?
Dude, he's the smallest guy I've ever seen. It's insane. He was standing with 2 normal sized like Tom DeLonge. How big's Tom DeLonge? Because he was standing with Tom DeLonge and I was just like, how short is Lou Elizondo?
I'm going to say Tom DeLonge is 5'10".
Right? Then Lou Elizondo
I'll be able to find Tom DeLonge faster. Tom DeLonge height. He's 1.93 meters, so he's like 6'1".
Yeah, okay. So Lou Elizondo's half that. He's 3.5 feet. Like he's so small. It's insane. I was like, no wonder he knows all these secrets. People didn't know he was in the room. That's what's happening here.
All this fucking.
I did see an interview between him and Ross Coulthart just today, and it was like for like a special News Nation documentary or something, but news special. And it was like they're like angled.
Wait,
like it's like you can't even make him look
how dare
tall.
you pile on with this fucking?
Well, we got a conspiracy.
White supremacist.
We got a conspiracy here then,
rhetoric.
because
I don't agree with that.
Luis Elizondo. Oh no, never mind. This is a different Luis Elizondo. I was going to say he's listed at 5'10".
Yeah,
The Pentagon won't let him disclose.
That
his
must
real
be on
height.
skates. There's no way.
That guy is an athlete. He's like a soccer player or something.
That's his WWE billing. Look at this picture. I'm gonna post it.
His
Here.
Wikipedia doesn't list his height.
No, that's classified.
I wonder why.
Classified.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because
It's
assholes
let
like
him
you guys fucking bash him about it.
So like, but anyway, see, this guy's been, he's in the news like with part of the disclosure.
You're a beautiful baby angel.
He's
Don't
not
listen
that
to these
short
fucking
when I look
guys.
at pictures right now.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, this one picture I saw, the guy is so tiny. I couldn't believe it.
Well, the guy who fucking played Gimli in Lord of the Rings was like 6'4", and he just used camera angles to make him look like he was a dwarf.
Well, I don't know what they did to Lou Elizondo to make him look so small.
That's what happens with my fucking camera too. It's all the angles.
Andrew's 6'4". Didn't you know? That's how he can deadlift so much. He's actually huge.
It's
all the show.
Let me see if I can find
The math adds up.
I know I posted it.
I don't deadlift that much anymore. I've had to fucking
Yeah, save your back. You proved
had to
yourself.
bring it back. Honestly, I don't deadlift more than 315 anymore.
Still is a lot.
3 pies, shut it down.
So
That's bitch weight.
dude, look at this. I said in this, I posted it to our Twitter and I said, this has to be like, it has to be photoshopped. Look at this. That's him and Tom DeLonge.
That's got to be
no
Photoshop.
way.
There's no way.
That's a
There's
child.
No way.
That guy's like 4 feet.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, this has to be photoshopped. That
There's
can't.
no way.
This is not real, right?
I just seen another picture of him with Tom DeLonge, and they're like,
Yeah, it's not real.
not.
Yeah, no.
Because his
that
like
different.
body is
But
perfectly
dude,
proportionate.
Who's
to
taking
his
the
height
time
right
to fucking Photoshop Lou Elizondo? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's got that time on their head where they're like, you know what? It would be funny if I fucking Photoshop this.
We're gonna, buddy.
B-lister.
That's the American government trying to discredit him right now. That's what Trump
I'm
said. He's
taking,
like,
I'm
shrink
taking
him.
over the screen, and I'm
Shrink
going to.
Shrink him.
So that's the picture I see. Tom DeLonge.
Yeah, but look, Tom DeLonge is fucking leaning back.
Yeah, but look at the other
leaning
guy on the right. Is probably 6 foot tall.
That guy's probably 4'2", and Tom DeLonge's like, really leaning. If you saw,
there's no way,
right? Like he might be standing in a ditch, and these guys are on a fucking. They're sitting on a park. They're standing on a park bench.
He looks
That's
pretty
what's happening
jacked too.
here.
I dare you to tell them that.
What
in
is
person.
what is Lou Elizondo's?
dude.
Was he a military guy? What was he?
Yeah, he worked like a military. He was a military contractor. He worked on the stuff for like ATIP.
Look at that fucking haircut.
2018.
Holy shit, dude.
That's bad.
Get rid of that thing.
No, it's 2011. Then it was disclosed in like 2018 or whatever. Yeah. That whole project, the ATIP project, but he worked on some of that. I think he was a military contractor. I don't know if he.
What do you mean by that though? Like, what did military contract? What was he contracted to do? Obviously, like go into small crevices.
No, he was part of
was he the tunnel
ATIP
expert
program, wasn't he?
Yeah,
that was the whole thing.
I heard like some extension
Dude,
of it.
he's the guy from the 2017 or 2017 New York Times thing. He was like him and like Harry Reid were like the guys who broke that whole thing.
All right, look at that. That's fucking Louis boy and fucking Joe
dude, he's so
Rogan.
tiny.
Same
He's
height.
so
they're both
Exact. But Joe Rogan's like 5'6".
He's like 5'6" or
There's
7.
no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 5'6", 5'7".
Build height.
They could be wearing boots.
Like
build height.
we saw him in person.
Looking it
and
up.
I'm like, I'm taller than that guy.
Joe
Yeah, he's
Rogan
short.
height.
I was shocked how short
and
Joe Rogan
I'm
was.
5'7", 3/4". So
Yeah.
Louis
And-
boy is at least 5'6".
He's listed at
that's smart.
5'8", but people
There's
say he's more like
no-
5'6".
Joe Rogan's listed at
There's
5'8".
no way in heels.
IMDb profile, he's 5'8".
I am taller than Joe Rogan.
He claims 5'8". He's probably like
There's
5'6"
no
or 7.
fucking
Most
way.
people say.
Dude, I've seen him in person. He is tiny. It's insane. And he was standing on a stage above us, elevated. And I was like, God damn, I feel like if I stood up, we'd be eye level. That's how short he is.
He's 5'6". I'd say he's 5'6".
Joe Rogan's 5'6".
He's 5'6".
Yeah.
That probably.
I don't trust it.
5'6" is a respectable height. How dare you people?
That's higher than the world average, right?
There you go.
So Lou Elizondo, he's he I guess embarrassed himself a little bit, you could say. He's been in like all these like congressional meetings and stuff like since they've started doing them last year. I think they started doing them. And so he gets in there, he's presenting to them, and he presents this photo of like 1,000-foot silver UFO to like Congress. And everyone's like, whoa, like this is insane. This never seen before UFO photo looks insane. Turns out it's 100% fake. And when they pressed him on it, he's like, I didn't even know anything about it. Some guy just sent it to me 6 days ago. I had no idea. And he presented it.
It wasn't exactly fake. It was just that it wasn't exactly what he claimed it to be.
Was it an advertisement for 5 chewing gum?
No. So like the photo depicts, I don't know if Braden wants to pull it up or whatever, but you can find it.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
this
like,
one here.
it's like he said it was like a large silver disc UFO. And it's like, you can see it because it's like, it's a UFO floating over a field. The shadow is down below it. And that's what they claim. It's like, oh, it's like floating over the field in the shadow. And then people like pulled it up, did some little image search and just were like, no. Like that's 2 irrigation circles next to each other. And they're just like, one is wet, one has just been watered, and the other is dry. So it looks like that that's what
here's the thing.
Explanation is. But
it's
that one.
You got fucking little Louis over here. Fucking guy's a contractor working in ATIP. He can't disclose all the cool shit he knows in his brain. And then he's posting some fucking pictures from a rando that sent it to him a few days ago and saying it's UFO. This just discredits all these fucking turds.
No,
this is just
100%.
It's all fucking garbage.
No,
I don't believe any of this shit.
He's got a bad assistant who said it was real, and he really trusted his assistant.
Dude, he didn't.
No, do
he said
your
he's
due
like, I didn't
diligence.
vet it, and I didn't know who had sent it to me. It's like, why are you presenting it at a congressional hearing?
Lou, listen.
He fucked up.
You gotta trust me. I got this picture. Guy's at least 5'8" that sent it. It's a big deal. We gotta use it. We have to use it. No, but like
His first question is like, how tall was he? Taller than me?
This is
but honestly, that's so fucking whack. Like, how that guy's on the biggest stage and gets a chance to fucking just show something to flex, and it gets disproven right
Yeah,
away. This
dude,
is
I
so
was like-
bunk.
I was like, we could do that. You know what
Why
I
do we
mean?
listen to anything this guy says?
We could do this. We could go and show people fucking nonsense.
Dude, it's the problem
And be
with like the modern UFO disclosure is it's been now, so we're like 8 years. Let's say it really started in 2017 with the release of that ATIP stuff, and like they announced that they actually had these Pentagon programs. They weren't huge, but they were, $20 million a year, a few people on the staff, blah, blah, blah. So they had some stuff. They had some videos, released a couple things. 8 years, nothing's changed. There's always a new video coming. There's always a new congressional hearing. So it's either like it's so actually
Corbell's just interviewed someone that's going to blow your mind.
Yeah, that's the two. Well, now I find it kind of fun now because it's now you have like the two.
Fun.
You have the two dueling like narratives now, and you have like Elizondo. You have Elizondo in the one camp. Actually, maybe it's three. So you got Elizondo's camp, and then you've got Knapp, George Knapp, and Corbell. Like on the other side, and then on the other one you've got Greer. You got Greer sitting out there too, calling them all out.
Which camp is Grush in? No, was Grush part of
The Grush Hour.
Grush I think he's in the Corbell one because we can talk about that now. But Immaculate Constellation, which we talked about earlier, like we talked about last year, it came up.
I thought for sure when you posted that in the notes, I just read it as Immaculate Conception. I was like.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I guess
get into the thick of it,
talk
boys.
about that.
We should.
I was like, I know everything about.
I have a lot of knowledge about this actually.
It's like, I'm worried about that.
Mary and Joseph do it.
That should be a genuine worry of yours.
Yeah, now that I've had it said to me, that's my only concern. It happened to Mary.
I'm 99.9% safe.
Not
the guy
to me.
said.
How do I stop it?
Anyways, yeah, Immaculate Constellation.
So Immaculate Constellation, it's like late last year? There was like a leaked report about a whistleblower who at the time was anonymous. Like it didn't come out, and you can pull up the articles from that around that time. They were talking about the whistleblower who was going to go file a report to Congress about a supposed alleged project that they had come across while they were working within the military intelligence community. And they said that there's this project called Immaculate Constellation, which was like another attempt or another project where they were collecting evidence, collecting data, collecting even like physical evidence of non-human origin of craft that they had recovered. Then it came out just recently, I think earlier this month or last month, they named the guy Matthew Brown. He's together. He did an interview with both Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, who are like tag teamo supremo now. That they're like attached to the hip for what they're doing. Old George Knapp and his fucking
loose paper
George Knapp. Yeah. George Loose Papers Knapp.
There's the reason why he can never get disclosure is he's so unorganized, man. He can't. He's just rifling through his papers. He can't figure out where to put it. Dude. He's like, I got it. I have it here. It's somewhere in this fucking loose leaf. I've never seen anyone with just loose leaf paper. It's insane.
Just a folder.
Get a fucking binder.
Maybe that was his low point. Maybe we just saw him at his low point.
Dude, has he never heard of
it's like he's on his redemption arc.
Do you remember
the
Duotangs?
Yeah, get him a duotang. Color code those
you have
motherfuckers.
all your loose papers, you put it in, and then it turns it into a binder, but it's like a better binder. It's like more like a book now. It's more organized. It doesn't rip out. You know, when a binder, you have too many pages, you turn it over, it rips the holes. It's a fucking pain.
Yeah.
Duotang. That's the way to go.
We'll make a call.
Where's that name come from?
I have no idea. I was just thinking to myself,
Duotang.
When I said it out loud, I was like, is that even right?
Yeah.
Duotang?
Yeah, it is.
Do they still make them?
It's the weirdest
Filipino.
fucking word.
Duotang? Question mark?
Duotang.
Duotang folder. There it is.
Sounds like a Filipino fighter.
What do they call fucking lined paper again too?
Loose leaf?
Loose leaf paper. I feel like there's another word for it.
For lined paper?
Yeah, it's like a
like
weird.
college rule paper or
Oxford?
I don't know. Maybe it's loose leaf. It's just weird.
Refill? No, loose leaf paper. Yeah. Boom. There it is.
Yeah.
Why is it called loose leaf?
I don't know.
If a book is a loose leaf, this means that it does not have traditional binding like a hardcover or paperback. Okay.
So it's just pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Also, loose leaf paper, I guess, is just a pack of paper,
Okay.
not necessarily lined paper.
Now, why do a tang?
Why do a tang?
These are the questions that need to be answered.
I
This is
agree.
good.
It's a weird fucking word.
That's not like a weird Canadian word, Dan? Like, you know what we're talking about when we say do a tang?
No, I have no idea what you're talking
What?
What?
Oh my
Are you
God.
serious?
This is
Hold on.
I've
insane.
never had to use
Oh,
it.
Dan,
shit.
hold on.
This is mind blowing. You don't
Is
know
it
what
a-
a do-a-tang is?
Is it
never
same
had to
thing
use
as a
it.
trapper keeper? Do you know what a trapper keeper is?
Yeah, I
Dan?
know what a trapper keeper is.
Yeah,
Never
I think
used
that's
it,
what
but
Americans
yeah.
call do-tangs is trapper
Oh, okay.
keepers.
They call them trapper keepers. Yeah. So then I know
Trapper
what that is.
keepers?
That's a fucking dumb one too.
That's the
though.
brand name. But that's the brand. That was like the brand
it's like
name of,
Ziploc
the
bag.
biggest one.
It's like resealable bag, but Ziploc or like skill saw was
Yeah,
the first
okay,
skill
so
saw.
up here we call them do-a-tangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the 3 little bendy metals you put through the holes and bend them over.
Yeah.
Well,
Trapper
anyways,
keeper's fucking
George
whack,
Knapp
too,
should
though,
have one
dude.
of those because he's fucking around too much. He doesn't know what he has disclosure. He's had it for 20 years. He can't find it.
Yeah, he's like,
He has
maybe
the
it's in this
proof.
briefcase.
He has the proof
Listen,
in his folder.
Like, how are you ever gonna
Andy
fucking?
can't read his notes. He's like, what did I mean here? This fucking chicken scratch.
What I don't like. How are you ever gonna even find out if these guys are BSing or not? When like whenever you ask them the hard questions, everything is classified still,
Forever.
right? Like they lean on that shit forever. It's like it's always the same, and they all do it,
Dude, it's a
it's-
grift.
and
Dude,
everybody's
it's a
talking about
grift.
disclosure, and it's like, well, fucking disclose something.
Here's
then.
the thing: is like these
Like,
guys who
what-
talk about that it's classified and it's top secret clearance. They're like they don't have clearance, so someone told them. Had to.
No, no,
have.
no. Listen, Tom DeLonge definitely has clearance. He has to.
He doesn't have any clearance.
He's in one of the world's biggest pop punk bands of all time.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Definitely
give it
Hal,
the- yeah.
I'm sure Hal Puthoff had some
It's
level
like
of clearance.
Fall Out Boy has a top secret clearance as well. So all the guys.
Hey, you
in
know
Fall
who's
Out Boy.
playing at Rock the Lake? Simple Plan.
That's
they
dope.
probably know some
Canadian
shit.
legends.
Canadian legend, Simple Plan.
Oh my god, I have to fucking go do a photo shoot for Rock the Lake.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the wackest
What do you mean?
fucking thing
Why
I've
do
ever
you
done.
have to
I don't
do a
even know
photo
why I
shoot?
said something.
This is
Should've
great.
said
All right,
that.
everyone,
That's
pay
stupid.
attention. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing. I just have to go do it. They're like forcing us to go do it.
Like the fire hall? Like all the
Yeah,
everyone?
yeah, it's gonna be
Like
pretty
at what
embarrassing.
stand in front of where?
I don't know.
Because the concert's not for 2
'Cause
months.
Yeah, but I think it's for like advertising, and I'm like, just what people are gonna want to see.
You
A
just stand there and,
fucking
like,
bald
flex.
5'7" Lebanese guy being like, I want to go where
7
he
and
is.
3/4.
Well, tell him
Advertising
shoot,
for
way.
shoot low to high. Shoot low to high. Right?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Maybe we can get make it like Bane, like Tom Hardy. They made Tom Hardy like tall as fuck when he played Bane,
Yeah.
or any Tom Cruise movie.
So you're not going to actual. This is before. You're not actually. You don't get to go to the show festival.
Well, I think they're going to
you
usually
tickets
get
or
a bunch of
something?
free tickets for that stuff. Yeah.
Sunday's going to be a good show.
Oh, speaking of shows, fucking Unearth in Flames.
Was
on
it
the
awesome?
weekend? Unreal. So good.
Was it good? I've seen In Flames before.
So good. Saw there was another band called Lacuna Coil. It was like Spanish Evanescence.
Oh,
Not for
dope.
me. No, Evanescence is better. I just wasn't into it. I don't know. It was weird. And then Machine Head, obviously. Machine Head fucking ripped, but I went for Unearth. Stayed for In
I was on
Flames.
dad duty. Steph was worked all weekend, so I missed it. But
It sucks. It was good.
I did get to see Rival Sons finally.
Oh, nice.
weeks
Where did
ago.
you see them?
They were awesome. You would love them live.
Where did you see them?
They're at Prospera.
Oh, were they? Fuck. Good for them.
Dan, how do you say
They played
"wake
with
me
Bush.
up" in
They opened
Spanish?
for Bush.
Oh, that makes
Despair
sense.
to
That's
me.
cool.
Desperteme.
Anyway, so
Did they sing that?
Elise Elizondo. Yeah, we were talking about 3 camps. We got 3 separate camps,
Yeah.
all with disclosure
All
based
pitted
on
at who can grift
classified
the
information
public.
that no one has access to because everything's classified, and the people who know it they don't have the security clearance. So if they were to say something, I guess they would go to jail. Right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's super fun. Like I mentioned that. So Ross Coulthard did this news special for News Nation just the other day, just yesterday. It was on YouTube. I was watching it. What is it? Hunting UFOs, the Desert Sky Mystery.
It's good.
I
Good name.
put it in our Discord. People can watch it. It's kind of interesting. It's focused on actually like what United States Border Patrol agent is coming forward with had some interesting videos of UFOs, UAPs. But yeah, he interviews Lou Elizondo for one part of the segment, and he's like asking him questions, and Lou Elizondo's like, ask him straight out, is like, do we have UFO craft over recovered craft? And Lou's like, we know we do, which is kind of weird. You'd be like, just say yes or no, but you say we know we do, but do we? And then, he asked him like,
that's such a weird. You're like, I'm asking. What do you mean?
That's a weird way to answer that question.
Yeah, you're implying that I already knew, but I definitely didn't.
And then he asked him like straight out. I'll give Cold Heart. He usually asks pretty like just pointed questions. He's like, well, do you know where these facilities are that they're holding these craft or these?
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
And Elizondo's like, I can't reveal that information. It's classified. And I'm like, you've been saying that for
like if you're fucking if you're grifting, like how long can someone grift for real? Like
forever under that guise. Forever.
As long as people pay, I guess. Like,
I mean, some people would say like Jacques Vallée or whatever he's 85.
Well, the thing is, like, so Hal Puthoff's part of Luis Elizondo and Tom DeLonge and To the Stars and all that. He doesn't seem like a grifter as much, you know. He just talks about his like past experiences and how remote viewing consciousness is like.
Yeah, but he's also fucking 89. If you're throwing some money at him to be like in your camp, you know what I mean? He's just like,
has he been grifting though for this whole time since the 70s?
Or is he just lending? Or is he like bought? His credibility is bought for the grift. You know what I mean?
Because
like you rope him in.
I feel like he's just talking about. So he's like, I'm getting paid to talk about stuff that I did. Okay. Like, sure.
Because when he talks about it,
he doesn't really push anything.
No, he doesn't make claims. He just kind of like puts it out he didn't really make claims. He just said like all the stuff I found really interesting, like consciousness and like this remote viewing stuff. He thinks he was having success with. He's like, this is very interesting. It's beyond our knowledge. I've been interested my whole life. He never like says like, well, the aliens did this. He makes like some small claims of perhaps the aliens dropped off some craft and we found them and excavated them and reverse engineered. But he doesn't say he knows or he knows or he can't divulge that information because it's classified. He just says like, I think this is what's happening.
I think I watched that Rogan interview. There is some stuff that he's like, I can't talk about that. Like he's like,
yeah, he did definitely say that.
So there's some stuff that he won't talk about.
What did he say? They took a break at one point. I don't remember what he was at.
Yeah, they braked at a weird time.
At a weird spot where he
like asked him some questions and he's like
he got super uncomfortable and then they took a quick bathroom break.
So it's either like
he's also 90 and probably had to pee.
Well, yeah, so it's all there's two options.
Rogan had to pee. He said he had to pee.
Right? So either he's ultimate grifter and like now he's getting uneasy about these questions he can't give a good answer to because it might out him as a grifter, or he actually knows some stuff and someone's going to kill him.
I feel like he'd have a better setup because I tried to look up his little, what is his company, like his Earth Tech or whatever. I tried to look that up, like where it was. Like I looked up the address or something. It's some weird place in like middle of Texas or something. It's just like weird, bizarre. I was like, oh, that's probably how they got him on Rogan because he's down there. Like you don't have to fly him out. Well, I tried to look up. I was like, you guys don't have some people said it was like a office in a strip mall, like a nondescript strip mall is like his office.
Well, I'm sure he
that
doesn't have a ton
that makes
of
me feel like it's more credible that way.
I think it's one of those things. So like maybe they did see something or heard things, and then this is just, you know, they have no proof of anything. So because like I'm gonna make a bold claim that like they have as much disclosure as the four of us do. You know what I mean? Like their knowledge. We have the same amount of knowledge.
I have more, but I've been very cautious about.
I didn't want to say anything, because I've been saying this whole time that I had classified clearance.
Listen, I got a call.
I've maintained
I got a call
for a
just
decade.
the other day. Very serious call from an unknown number.
Yeah.
And I had to swear to secrecy when he got that call.
Yeah.
And he told me everything I need to know about UFO disclosure. But
see,
it says top.
What happened to Zell, I feel like is what at some point, like you get when you get as big as in those circles, like Elizondo and Knapp and Corbell, like you get calls, you get videos, people submit, and you can say, I have videos that people have sent me, you know, and they can say that they're military members or whatever claim, whoever they claim.
I do have videos.
And you get,
I do have videos.
But they're
it's insane.
And people have sent them to them, and you can keep making those claims that I have new footage that somebody sent me.
I have footage. I have footage that someone has sent me.
Never before seen.
Never before seen. Only seen by me. And what this depicts would blow your fucking minds. It depicts
earth shattering.
I can't talk about it too much because of my legit. This is legit. Not even lying. I have classified clearance. And there's stuff I cannot talk about, boys. And you guys are all sitting there being like, "Who's
doesn't necessarily have to do with UFOs?"
I'm not,
but there's stuff I can't talk about.
I can't even talk about that, Dan. So don't quit trying to put me on the spot. I can't even let you know. But what I will say, this could get me in trouble. Some of the footage that's been sent to me looks like it depicts 1,000-foot dragonfly flying through the sky, some sort of space dragonfly at night.
Space dragonfly.
It's insane.
I may or may not have heard the same thing.
Low light camera, one of those Ring cameras.
You think like with DeLong, you know how he met with that he said that general approached him or whatever and gave him all that information.
Yeah.
The one thing I could kind of buy is like a military person being like, "Holy fuck, it's Tom DeLong. I really want to talk to this guy. I need to tell him something fucking cool.
Blink-182 was
so he'll have
huge.
a conversation with me. I'm going to tell him something." You know, like how else? You know, everybody's going to be a little bit starstruck when you see a fucking rock star in front of you.
Well, that's
you know what else
that's
I
the
could
other
see?
thing though.
Because like I think about classified information whenever I saw someone famous, and right away through my brain I'd be like, "Fuck, I gotta think about someone. Tell him. I bet you he'd think it'd be really funny that my friend shit his pants at the fucking SkyTrain station. I know he doesn't like when I tell people that, but I'm definitely gonna throw him under the bus so Tom DeLong will laugh and we can be friends and we can talk about something."
The other side of
right?
it, the other side of it is, this is
You
what
told Tom DeLong I shit my pants.
I definitely would. Absolutely.
I sent him a personal
I would.
email about the story from an anonymous source. No, but the crazy thing about a lot of these things, if there was like a compartmentalized secret, let's call them society of like these knowledge keepers of the secret, they actually have
Generals are lifelong. They're
secrets.
lifelong, man. They're lifelong.
If the whole thing was to put out like bad information, stuff like misinformation, keep people off the trail, make people think it's ridiculous, you convince a celebrity with like Blink-182 is huge, global band. So if you have that, you have that guy saying there's aliens, and you fed him a bunch of bad information that's bogus.
Yeah, useful idiot, dude. 100%.
And he believes it, and you show him a couple things like, listen, blah, blah, and then like, so now everyone's way off the trail. We're nowhere close.
And you give him a grain of truth. You blow his mind with a little nugget of truth of something that he's going to go like hook
of the videos.
Yeah, hook and sinker. And then
It's funny
everything
'cause
else you feed what you give him.
It's perfect too, because there's like, you think about it and you're like, like who could bear useful idiot be? Like, how do we know they're going to be into it? And it's like, yeah, let's pick the guy that fucking has a song called Aliens Exist.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's the perfect fucking guy. Super open about it, loving that type of shit and being into it, even before all the To the Stars Academy stuff, right?
For sure. So I don't know. We're years and years in on, we'll call it new disclosure. Not a lot of new stuff has come out.
It's just around the corner.
It's just around the corner. Maybe next year.
Coming.
Next congressional hearing, a little gray will just walk up and approach the microphone, spill the beans.
Yeah, they keep having. I mean, it's like they have a whole bunch of. I keep seeing this stuff pop up where it's like they've got whistleblowers. They got whistleblowers on schedule to make their congressional reports. They're gonna have a report in front of Congress, and then I think the other day. Well, then yeah, but it's the hearing always gets pushed back because I guess they don't think it's that important, so they just like move it back, and it's just like it's all like. I don't know. I feel like Congress right now is like all chaos. It's like nothing's getting
more
done.
things to deal with right now.
There's a lot more urgent matters.
At least they can congregate and discuss and talk about things. That's good.
But it is
we can't do that here in Canada.
It's a wild time. I don't know. I don't know. Like the cold hard stuff is kind of interesting. Like I never thought about that angle about the Customs and Border Patrol, like stuff going on the southern border, like video, like they have that under constant surveillance.
Oh, I know. Aliens have been flowing through the southern border.
Yeah,
right. Nonstop
for years.
Right.
Yeah. Apparently, it's just
the American people put a mandate to stop the aliens. That's all I know.
Whole entire caravans of them, giant trains. Yeah, I don't. It's fun to see. It's fun to see like Cole Teller out there asking like pointed questions, and then you've got like Corbell and Knapp like speaking at like a cryptocurrency conference about their stuff. Like
in on it. Crypto's up, baby.
Shelling in there. I
Buy our new coin, our disclosure coin.
I think they've got a documentary coming out or soon or has come out. I think they're pushing for that.
Buy our new coin. $sign.
They just need to fundraise $1 million to get disclosure.
Boys, I think I got $1 million idea. Right,
at least $1 million.
We pool our classified knowledge, right, and we come up with a new plan that we can sell people, right, and we call it CE6. Right,
one up them. I like the one upper.
We've blown Greer out of the water. CE5. No,
I feel like ours should be more efficient. We should be CE4. Like we should be like.
Oh,
it's
closer?
CB4.
Yeah, it's
even
quicker to get
even quicker. Yeah,
it's quicker.
Yeah, I like that. It's we're the OG. I like it. Like that's what we should do.
A good question. It's like, should we do CE7 or CE4 because it's really faster, or do you go more in depth with CE7?
Dude, I guarantee you, with what I've seen from Greer, he would have one. Remember when he was tweeting about putting together like a fucking military task force to like storm fucking bases?
Yeah.
We would get death threats from Greer himself if we created a program called either CE4 or CE7. Either direction we go,
get cease and desist for sure.
Right?
Like
100% Greer is coming for blood. Either way.
We just send videos of Braden back doing this.
Yeah.
It was the video. He was on Alex Jones, right? And he was like yelling. It was like they were yelling. It was whatever. Like I don't know. Greer's pretty jacked.
That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. How tall is he?
Can he fight?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what's his jujitsu level like?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it white belt? Because if it's not, he's going to have a problem with me. The other thing that's been popping off is you guys see the cocaine gate going on?
Oh, well, let's talk about cocaine gate, but let's take a quick beer break.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
A healthy life starts with great sleep. Wake refreshed with Avocado's GOTS certified organic green mattress, delivering breathable, back-loving support, natural materials from Avocado's own sustainable wool and latex farms, easy financing, a 1-year sleep trial, and deep, restorative slumbers. Organic sleep awaits at avocadomattress.com.
At Carowinds, we're serious about our guests having fun. Seriously, just listen to our Memorial Day sale. Buy a 2025 Silver Pass for only $99 and get unlimited visits through Labor Day. Unlimited upside-down loops. Unlimited ice cream cone licks. Unlimited super spinny swings. Plus, free parking. Told you we were serious. Gear up for more adventures with new major family rides in Camp Snoopy, coming this summer. Save $10 when you get your 2025 Silver Pass online at carowinds.com, plus taxes and fees.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
We're back.
All the world leaders are doing cocaine.
Yeah, big surprise there.
Probably.
Dude, I love how Alex Jones is like fucking. He's like, all the globalists, sick pedos are doing cocaine. I was like, brother,
they're snorting adrenochrome.
I'm like, dude, you're 100%.
Also
I'm like, you're gonna sit there
you're also
and tell me
doing
Alex
cocaine.
Jones isn't on coke, because I was like, I thought that was your shtick.
I heard he got off of coke.
Get all coked
I heard
up,
he got off of coke.
And then you're talking about eating your neighbor's ass. So it's like he's one to talk. But I mean, the clip, widely, Twitter's going wild. They're like, they're hiding palm and coke, a bag of coke.
It looks like a Kleenex.
A little fucking snorting spoon. The weird thing is, I was like this because like the official narrative from lamestream media is that as Macron, is that the French prime minister? President Macron?
Yeah.
He comes in, he sits down at the table. All reporters start snapping pictures. He kind of sees something. He palms it. It looks like something white. Could be
looks
white.
Looks like a Kleenex.
Could be a Kleenex.
It's shaped like a fucking
So
Kleenex.
they're like, yeah, it's a Kleenex. But at the same time, whoever's on his left, I don't even know who that guy is. Some other world leader. He palms the tiniest little spoon, a tiny spoon. And so the lamestream media narrative is that, well, it was just a tissue and a teaspoon, like for stirring tea, because they just had tea, and they both palmed.
Well, they do drink tea in your
and they both just palmed it as soon as the reporters came in and like looked awkward.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right? And they looked awkward with it. And I was like, hey, that's weird. I was like, let's break that down for a second. First off, Macron, he's the guy
that's married to the fucking lady man. That's a way bigger conspiracy.
That's a way bigger conspiracy
than this little bit of fucking, who
does that one? Candace Owens is
that's crazy. You're like you listen to that and you're like, okay. Yeah, like they're like you could fucking scam the entire world over, and then you like watch 5 minutes of what she has, and you're like, oh god,
and you're like, oh fuck,
was this like the Mike Obama, the Michelle Obama thing? Same thing.
Oh, Big Mike.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Mike.
French, little Big Mike.
Fuck.
Yeah, they have
Big
their
Michelle.
own. Yeah, they have their own thing, but like if you remember, like he hit the news, like I would say like our kind of like conspiracy circle, like a year ago, I want to say, because he was doing this big press conference where he's saying like everyone's about to face hard times and everyone needs to cut back, and as he's talking, he's wearing a watch, and then he drops his hands below the desk, and when he comes back up, he's not wearing a watch, and it turns out the watch he was wearing is like $80,000. So he's doing the speech about how everyone has to like, fucking tighten up their bootstraps, and then he's like, oh fuck, you know what? I better take off my luxury watch. So it's like this guy's kind of shady. The other thing is
probably if the
lamestream everybody needs to start doing fucking street level coke, no more of the fucking super pure shit, nothing straight from Colombia.
You want a hard cut coke.
Yeah.
That would be the least surprising thing, is that world leaders do coke. I'm like, dude, so many people do coke. It's insane. It's insane.
Not even just coke, just drugs in general. Just
Coke-a-noggin.
Coke-a-noggin.
It's literally the Coke-a-noggin.
But so if you're to believe the true
Speaking
story,
for someone who's never done it.
Never.
That means me neither.
Never.
If we're to believe the mainstream media, they were having tea and biscuits or something, and they were having their tea, stirring with little spoons.
Buddy, there was absinthe in those fucking teacups. Right? Those guys were giving her.
Dabbing their mouth with the tissues, leaving on the
I've
table.
seen Euro Trip. I know how they fucking roll.
And then before the media came in for the photo op, someone came in and cleaned up all the teacups, all the other spoons, and left a tissue and a single tea stirring spoon. I'm like, seems unbelievable to me, because they were in the middle of the fucking table, that those two things would get left.
You don't think there's fucking, they all have their PR people there watching them before they go on camera? Like, that's insane to think that they're going to leave fucking cocaine, a bag of coke and a fucking little.
Yeah, but dude. Yeah, but PR, listen.
I have
PR
no doubt that these guys
PR
are doing.
people can't work miracles.
Listen,
they can't work miracles.
I have no idea. I have no hard time believing the fact that these guys love nose beers. Probably do nose beers all the time.
That's
pretty normal. Not fucking on the table before they do a big press conference. Like, come on.
I watched the video. It's just like a regular wooden
Next
table.
thing you're gonna do is
It's
tell
not
me
even
the
like a
guy's
Coke table.
wife's a fucking dude. All right, I don't believe any of that shit.
It's just the weirdest thing to me is like, because I could be on board. Honestly, it's hard to see what the fuck it is, but the tissue and the spoon together is like a weird combination. It's just how weird they are. Why are they so weird when they grab them? Why do you have to palm?
Because he's fucking French. They're fucking eating with the spoons on the proper side, being all fancy. He doesn't want his greasy old fucking snot rag on the table.
Yeah, but why he's so weird?
Play the video. Let's watch it. Let's do it.
And then,
let's go.
Okay, I think this is the video. I'm gonna
play the video, man.
I hope Zell puts on one of the AI ones of them just like slurping coke off the table.
Oh, this is the. Oh, so they made actual. They made a response post saying, "This is a tissue for blowing your nose, and this is European unity to build peace." Like, okay.
What is your what? They're ripping lines for peace? Is that what he's saying?
No, it's saying like this is like, just for.
We're doing it for the boys.
Yeah, this is just they're saying that this is just a Kleenex for blowing your nose, nothing to do with drugs.
Doing lines off Buddy's fucking wife's hairy chest.
So was this the one? This is one day ago, in Ukraine, right? For like the peace talks.
Yeah. And they met because they just had a meeting with Zelensky, who, according to Alex Jones, famously he always huge.
He does
cokehead.
always when you watch his videos, he's always touching his face. Always, dude. He does it all the time.
I'm a fidgeter though.
That's what I mean. He could just be fidgeting.
I'm
That's
fucking
fine. But I'm saying he always, if you were like to look at him and didn't know who he was, you didn't know he was the president of Ukraine involved in this ongoing war.
It's weird.
You would be like,
it's weird.
Guy might
a
do
lot
coke.
of sniffs.
Like he might. Like if you didn't know who he was, you may like, he probably does.
Get
coke.
some Claritin or something.
Well, have you seen what he was up to before he was president? He was a pretty wild guy.
Was he? He was a comedian.
He's
and shit, wasn't he?
He was
Probably
like a
partying.
comedian. He was an actor. He was like.
I can't find the actual video I seen earlier on this.
Yeah, so they're fucking pulling it down in real time.
I think they are pulling it down because all I could find is one where it's like a reaction video. I hate those fucking videos.
Oh, dude, that's the worst. Those people are the worst. Hold on,
Just
I'll
like
see if I
fuck
can-
off. And then
Literally, what we're doing right now is making a reaction video to this.
fucking losers.
fucking losers.
It's just,
I don't want a reaction video or a reaction video. That's
when you
really
look at
lame.
when you look at Macron. If you watch the 2 videos of Macron doing that press conference and taking his watch off, and then watch the video of him palming the Kleenex, you see the rigidity of like his
I understand the watch thing. The watch thing. He doesn't want there to be
Yes.
fucking let them eat cake 2.0.
Yes.
Does he need to?
Like-
do you need to take magician lessons so he can be better at sleight of hand or what?
yeah.
Like,
Well, no,
just
what
wear
I'm
it
saying
to
is
watch.
it's like
Should
when he takes off the watch, he's knowing and it's a guilty thing. Like he's like, fuck, I got to take this off. And what I'm saying is when you watch the tissue video, you get the same like.
He's embarrassed. It's a fucking dirty
It is embarrassing.
fucking snot
they're
rag
both
on the
embarrassing.
table. That's gross.
What are you talking about?
Handle your business, man. Don't keep your fucking German shit on the table.
Your camera drops down another fucking inch. It's all fucking jizz rags, okay?
Wait,
No
is this
jizz
I think-
rags.
I think I might have.
Look what I got right here.
I
Look.
might have found
I'm
the
fucking-
video.
All right.
You're Swiffer.
You jizzing
Keep it
into a
clean,
Swiffer?
dog.
That seems
Okay,
I've never
is
ripped a
this it?
JO in this
Is this the
fucking
one?
garage ever. Yes.
This one here.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking! You can see it. Literally, I haven't seen it that close. That's definitely a fucking Kleenex.
That's Photoshop. That's put out by.
Oh, here's the
That's
video.
put
I
out
think.
by. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me.
That's put out by
Let me
the fucking
change.
mainstream
Share
media.
something else here. It's actually.
Maybe it's a jam rag. Maybe that's. Oh, maybe they needed to get post nut clarity for peace.
He cranked it.
Yeah.
Like just watch, as he goes down, like they're all gonna sit. Watch both these guys on the center and the right, both palm these 2 things that are on the desk.
Oh, that's Keir. Isn't that Keir Stormer or whatever
Yeah, I think so.
on the left?
Watch it
Right?
real close.
And that tall guy looks like the guy hanging out
So
with
he
fucking
sits?
Elizondo.
Now we can see that it's on there, and then whoop, he grabs it. He grabs it.
What
No,
was
he's
that?
playing with it in his hand.
What is
like
that, though?
I don't know what it is, but you know what? It's probably something to stir his fucking drink.
No, it's something to fucking get a little bit of Coke and go.
It's one,
right
yeah,
on
it's
your
one of
nose.
those mini spoons, you know?
Yeah, but they're posing for photos.
listen,
they
if
probably
there's-
just want that stuff out of the.
If
they
there's
just want it out
something in
the-
front of
out
me
the
like
thing.
that, there's a 99.9% chance I pick that up and fiddle with it.
It was.
Yeah,
it,
if you
it
put
did-
Coke
it
in-
looked
if
like
you
a
put
stir
Coke in
stick
front of
some
me,
kind.
I'm into it too.
They also just like clean, it looks like they're cleaning up because they're all posing.
Give you
for
a fucking
photos.
wine
They're all
bottle
doing-
and
it's a
deep
photo
throat.
op at
They
that
weren't
point,
acting like
that
they're ripped
before
on
they do
coke
those
in
things.
that scenario.
Yeah, but
Well,
what if
they're probably
experienced?
vets though, man. They
Yeah.
probably rip lines
true.
just to stay normal.
Yeah,
That's
as
true.
soon as they got the press out, I think the disco balls came out, and the freaking, and it's just like
Studio 54.
No, they're good at, you know what? They're experts, you know? They're pros. They just put it in their coffee, put it in their tea.
Yeah, I don't
shook
think
it in
that's a
there.
I
fucking.
feel like if you're a world leader, you just get like the pharmaceutical grade stuff. And just like
you get the best stuff
Columbia
around.
Pure fucking yayo, buddy. That's a Tony Montana special. They get the good stuff.
Like, there's no way these world leaders, especially when their net worth goes from like 500,000 to 100 million after office, aren't partying hard. You know,
Yeah,
there's
like
a bunch
dude,
of deals being made back. There's no way they're not. It's just how politics
Them
works.
doing Coke is the least surprising thing to me.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
like,
agree, but not in this. Like in this
In that
situation,
situation, I
that's
agree.
not what's happening.
Now, you're reaching on that one.
guarantee. Yeah, like
I probably wouldn't want to be ripped on coke in an active war zone.
I mean, if we learned anything from
well,
Hitler,
you want to be
if we learned anything from Hitler,
and they lost,
hard
and
drugs.
they
Well,
lost.
they won for a
So-
while though,
Well,
and then their
they did
bodies
really
started
good
to
for a
shut down
while.
from doing too many drugs.
Yeah, and then they did too many.
They did too many drugs, and they would try to go to Russia in the winter.
The drugs. I think the drugs helped.
That's
You
what.
just have to do different kinds of drugs.
Yeah, you
just-
gotta change
we
it
learned
up
that amphetamines maybe not the best.
Depending on the season and the climate, that's when you change your drugs.
Yeah. And as if our soldiers were dead, hopped
changing
up
of
on
the
shit.
seasons.
There's no way
And hard
every
drugs.
soldier in some fashion was hopped up on drugs the last all the major conflicts.
Oh, 100%.
There's no doubt. You can't get people to go kill each other just on a clear mind. They gotta be all fucked up.
Super soldiers.
Vikings are on mushrooms, just going in there berserker rage, just murdering.
I
Mushrooms.
thought mushrooms are supposed to make you like fucking chill.
Well, to a point, you can definitely overdo it on the mushrooms. Start seeing you're some big 6'4", 400-pound brawler, and you do way too many mushrooms, and everything.
What about the
I thought we
Crusaders?
learned that
What about
the
the
Vikings were
Crusaders?
short.
Like, I don't know. Like I feel like those guys will all be like teetotalers. They'd just be like, we're just here.
Buddy,
to
they're fucking
murder.
drunk as fuck on the blood of Christ.
Yeah. No,
I'm high on Jesus.
Yeah, let's go.
yeah.
No, it is true. I did hear that the Vikings we overestimate the size of the
short.
Vikings back then,
Yeah.
but they
Short
were
kings.
much taller than other Europeans.
Your average,
but
your
they
average
weren't.
European at that
They
time.
weren't like our
I
modern
don't know,
day.
man. I saw
fucking
13th
Vikings.
Warrior. Antonio Banderas. He was playing Persian. He was the same height as all those other fucking guys.
I mean, there's tall people in every.
That movie is super accurate, historically accurate.
I'm sure.
Did. Fuck, that's a great movie and a good book.
Caleb,
Michael Crichton. Dan, is that Michael Crichton?
Yeah, Eaters of the Dead. This is the
Yep, that's the book.
original name,
Yeah.
Caleb,
Let's go.
which is based on Beowulf, isn't it? It's just like it's supposed to be like Beowulf, but like
But with an Arab in it.
real. No, like it's like that's what really happened in the story of Beowulf is what it's supposed to be. I think
But the Arab came in and saved the day. Yeah.
someone's got to be the hero.
Somebody had to be.
But they didn't have anybody fighting Grendel and beating him to death with his own arm. Like,
That's pretty cool.
you should have put that part in there.
Did you guys see anything about these spheres?
Yeah, I was going to say that's the last thing we got to talk about.
Orbs. I see a lot of
Spheres?
stuff about orbs. Orbs are so hot right now.
Metal
Yeah, these.
orbs, metal spheres, X-rayed,
Years.
right? Did they not?
And Buga, Columbia, I guess was what they originally cited. Yeah, that one was that. When did that happen? That just happened earlier last week.
I just
or
closed my
this
notes
week?
by accident, but it was.
I'm trying to pull
I think it came. It was here. It is. Okay, boom.
Let's see, probably.
Scientists studying spherical UFOs say they've discovered alien technology. This is from the Daily Mail.
That sphere. I guess it was recovered on March 2nd. There was a couple. It was like one or two. I think it's two videos showing footage of what appears to be that where people claim was that object that they've recovered in Buga, Columbia, and it's like there's a couple of videos of what looks to be like a metallic orb shaped object floating around, flying around, and doing some interesting maneuvers that people claim is like, oh, these couldn't be a drone. Like it's not flying like a drone would. And then supposedly, according to eyewitnesses, like the craft landed somewhere like in a forested area and then was recovered by people who saw where it landed. One of the persons reportedly there, I guess it was recovered, let's see, by a group of people. They said it weighed about 4.5 pounds. They said it was the temperature of a refrigerator, which I assume they mean is like the interior refrigerator. So cool to the touch, which I'm also like, why the fuck are you touching that thing? And because they also said David Velez El Potro was one of the individuals who recovered the object. And then they turned the orb over to Jaime Mousen, who is the cake alien guy.
Nice. That's who you got to go to.
Yeah, so
well,
that's of course who you go to. And he said that Potros apparently reported that one of the men who like originally found the orb got sick for days after touching the object, which is weird because like all of the videos of them recovering the orb is people handling it without gloves. They're not wearing any protective gear. They're like pouring water on it and like rubbing it down. I'm like, that dude you said that dude got sick. Like, this thing's from outer space and you're just like rubbing your face on it and stuff. I don't.
Didn't they do that with
the
the Varinia too? They were like fucking touching that little little aliens.
It's wild. I was just like, you said that guy got sick. You said that guy got sick, and so everybody's just touching on this thing, and you're like, nobody's handling. The only people that did
Zell would have ate it.
I would have licked it for sure.
I did see a couple videos of at least what was the guy who the scientist, Dr. Jose Luis Velasquez, who's the radiologist who they had X-ray the object. I saw footage of them, I think, actually handling the object during the X-ray procedure, and it was like they were the only people actually wearing protective gear, gloves and stuff. And I'm like,
as you do.
I'm like, okay, these guys are professionals. And they said they got some, interior shots of what's in there. Kind of describe there's spherical objects within the orb itself. Yeah, see, like that looks normal. That's what everybody should have been warning.
Fucking hazmat
to handle it. And they're like, I saw a bunch of other videos of them handling the orb, but it's just people just touch it. It's in the living room. It's in somebody's living room, and they're just like touching on it. And just
the reports that I read, it's made of 3 dense layers. It has a chip-like core and 18 tiny microspheres inside. No welds, no seams, and no signs that humans built it. It's cold on the outside. Through their analysis, it looks to be hot on the inside, and it may have vaporized water. It has perfect internal symmetry. It's etched with ancient ruins, and AI says the message is about unity, energy, and transformation.
AI knows all, right?
Yeah, it's just you feed it an alien language and it'll figure it out. Well, right?
They seem to think it's surround all these like circles and like inner shells are surrounding like a nucleus, which is maybe like some type of like microprocessor, like a little computer
That's
inside.
What they're saying, because they're saying those they're the spherical objects on the inside. They're saying are like the way that they're placed or their formation doesn't look, or it looks like some kind of, it could be structure similar to like a microchip or something. Not exactly what kind of microchip, nobody really says.
A big one if they can see it like that. Really big chip.
And yeah, I don't know. I saw some of the shots of that, the etchings on the things, and some of them are like, they're not great.
No, I thought that too. I was like, they're not. It's like for everything else is said. It's like I was like, it's not.
Some of the stuff like looks like maybe it's the angle of the camera. I don't know, but some of the stuff looks like off center. Like some of the etching there's some not exactly the etchings of like the runes or whatever the symbols on there, but like there's some like also some kind of like shapes, like some crescents and stuff that kind of surround it. Looks like a bit of artistic flair, but some of them like they have like they're not exactly symmetrical. They're just kind of like there's like pieces that are kind of like looks like it's I don't know.
Someone had like one of those like shop engravers for engraving your tools.
Yeah, it's like a Dremel tool. Like somebody just took a Dremel to it and was just like, I'm gonna do this.
Like they're not the best. Like they're.
It is big though.
It is
fairly big.
Large.
This is the best one I could see of like the etchings.
Yeah.
That's not
right. Like
that's not
if you look
terrible at all.
But if you look at the circle
if you
here,
zoom in, like
so like this circle's not centered in the moon,
no doubt.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like laser precision.
No.
Like there's some bits into it that look like it's.
It looks like a strip mall tattoo.
Yeah.
Like it's not terrible.
I could see this. I could see this on a lower back.
Yeah. It's not terrible, but like you could have a little steadier hand,
right? Yeah, like trailer park tattoo, right?
Yeah. Something you get done during spring break in Cozumel or something.
Yeah, I could see I could see some trailer lady rocking this lower back tattoo.
Lady.
Right,
like who did that? And she's like, my neighbor.
Trailer lady, well past her prime.
Yeah. It's so wild to me. They're like, we fed the symbols into the AI and it told us this what it meant. I'm like, that's like a whole bunch of assumptions. You have to assume that those symbols somehow relate to letters in our alphabet, like, and somehow like there's a whole bunch of jumps there that you got to make to be like, this is what it says.
You know what though? I love the optimism.
Sure.
I love the optimism. Hey, it's about unity and transformation. I'm like, you better hope so.
You better hope that maybe that's bringing love.
Maybe that's like one of those little, it's like a Pokeball or a Fabergé egg, and inside is Trump's plan to unite Canada and the United States. That's fucking groundbreaking news that's coming.
I guess they dropped it in Colombia.
Or maybe they're like Dragon Balls. Maybe they're scattered around.
That's
and now
true.
once you get them all together,
Make a wish.
we get a giant Shenron that comes out
Yeah.
I'd take a couple wishes.
Or we get evil.
and
Shenron.
grants Trump's wish to make Canada the 51st state. Canada.
Wait, those are the big. If it's that big though, that we might get that might be the Namekian ones when we get 3 wishes.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, 3 wishes.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Why even?
That was always like the wildest thing. They're like, "What's your next wish?" They're like, "Next wish." I was like, "Holy shit!" That was like mind blowing when I was a kid. I was like, "Holy fuck, they get 3 wishes! Holy shit!"
Now, how come the Super
love to
Dragon?
just
How come the
relive
Super
that
Dragon Balls
again.
only get you 1 wish and they're the size of a planet? That was stupid.
Yeah. I thought
In the end, you
When
just
are the Super Dragon Balls from?
Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, that's new.
It's not. It's like 10 years
The newer
old,
ones?
probably.
Yeah.
It's definitely the newest. But they have this tournament of power, and then they get the Super Dragon Balls, and you get a wish, and you can do anything. Unlimited. I guess that's the most powerful wish. You can. There's no
right.
limit.
At the end of the tournament, if you win, you get that wish.
wait, I didn't realize there's a limit to the other ones. They're like,
Yeah, it's beyond. It's beyond his Shenron's
like,
power. There's a couple
I
wishes.
can't
Shenron
do
doesn't
that.
have unlimited power.
Oh, so like
it's like
maybe
a
like
fucking
Shenron
genie
can't bring
dragon.
Goku back a second time, but like the other one, he's like,
Well, Super Dragon Balls, like spoiler alert, bring back a whole bunch of extinct universes. That's how powerful they are.
Yeah, bring back all the
Oh,
universes.
that's pretty fucking cool.
So I guess
Yeah,
that's why they're
I
super.
remember that.
You can do anything, but you only get 1 wish though. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
big
that's
one.
what he wished for, is to bring all the universes back?
Well, that was Android 17's
Android 17,
wish.
fucking loser.
Yeah,
he could
that's why.
have. He could have wished to be
nice
a real person.
real boy.
Yeah.
Why? Then he wouldn't have the unlimited
Stamina, yeah, all the
laser
Android
powers.
stuff.
I wish
You know, the super
my
shitty
sister
laser
didn't bang this fucking little bald guy.
What are you talking about? Yeah, Krillin's a G, and everybody knows.
Yeah,
it.
hey, listen.
Strongest human.
Yeah.
No, Hercules.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's everyone.
Mr.
knows.
Satan?
How dare you take his title away? His earned title. Yeah, pretty. Oh God, do we have anything else?
Dragon Ball or alien space trash?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe there's 6 more.
If
Around
more,
the
yeah,
world.
if more show up, then we'll definitely know.
Then you have to place them
Dragon Ball.
together.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm like, fuck, I love when we get weird shit. The fact that it's going to the cake alien guy kind of.
Yeah, you almost forgot. Yeah,
I'm like,
this is gonna be fun. There's gonna be like 2 or 3 more press conferences about this stuff. Like, yeah.
It's a Kinder
It's just
surprise.
a fucking everlasting gobstopper.
I was like, as soon as I saw him in one of the photos, I was like, oh, it's Jaime Maussan. I was like, oh, more. I was like, maybe that ball is made of cake.
Yeah.
That ball's made of cake too.
Yeah.
Cake balls.
Well, I guess we'll find
Everything's cake. Everything is cake.
out. All right. Well, anything else before did we figure out Patreon stuff?
Nope. We did not. On my phone, maybe I didn't try it on my phone. I've only tried it on desktop. Oh, new members.
Let's go.
It doesn't say when they. Oh, these are so old. I guess. Well, maybe they're so old because
Either way,
that's
we
all we got.
appreciate
I guess maybe that's why. I think I've already read these ones. Anyways, alientheorist.com. Still support your boys. We're still putting out shows. As long as people are supporting, we keep podding.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Boom. That's it.
And listen, we're getting disclosure to you soon.
Soon.
It's coming.
Yeah.
All right.
sharing.
We need the support to keep funding our research, so we can, jump through the legal
CE4,
loopholes
we can
and
get you
get
CE4
get
and-
CE4 and CE7 off the ground. It's going to be
to
two.
the Galaxy Academy. Better
CE4
than
is
to the
going to be, that's going to be our primo. Whatever Greer's is, that's going to be $10 more. CE7 is more cost effective. It's going to be whatever Stephen Greer's charging.
Then you get CE7 Pro,
15% less.
CE7 Pro, which would be a couple more, a little bit.
CE,
So stay tuned for
the
all
top
that.
tier is a CE True. It's not number. It's the
yeah.
true one. It's the
Yeah.
actual one.
That, no, like that. That's
Guaranteed.
Good. That's good.
For face-to-face contact with an extraterrestrial.
Yep.
Maybe malicious.
All right.
Might be bad. for
And
you.
as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes in the skies.
Peace.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 16th through the 26th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
You want the best for your child. K-12 can help them gain the skills they need to reach their full potential while giving you the support you need to get them there. K-12-powered schools are tuition-free, accredited online public schools for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. Their state-certified teachers make online learning interactive and engaging, allowing your child to learn at their pace from the safety of home. Join the more than 3 million families who have chosen K-12. Go to k12.com/podcast today to learn more. That's k12.com/podcast.